Hey y'all, it's Hajime Academia, and we're back with another Samurai 8 video. This time we're going over chapters 6 through 8. So let's jump right into it with what happens in chapter 6.
Yeah, so in chapter 6, we have Hachimaru and Daruma. They're about to begin their samurai training. And the way that, Daruma is trying to go about it, he brings up, hey, we got to start with the samurai knowledge. So we get immediately into what the Trinity is in this universe. Yes. The samurai Trinity. Go ahead and remind us what those three things were.
So the samurai Trinity consists of three things. Yes. There are the samurai, obviously.
Yes.
The key holder, which in this case is Hayataro. And the third thing, which is the one we learn about, is the princess. Mm-hmm. The princess is necessary for a samurai to become as powerful as he possibly can. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's basically what we get, is a long explanation about why you need the princess and how it makes you more powerful as a samurai.
Yeah, and Hachimaru is basically like, yeah, let's go ahead and find this princess, but let's get the, down to the real training. Let's get some action going. I'm trying to fight. Be strong and shit. Yeah. What happens is he takes, and what he learns to be is a handle bone. This handle bone is supposed to be the link between the samurai and the key holder. So Hayataro can shift into a vehicle, it can shift into armor. All has to be done by having that handle bone though.
Yeah. And we also get to see Hachimaru's samurai soul within him in this chapter. But when he tries to make it into a sword, the whole thing just goes limp. Yeah, he's got a limp sword.
That did happen.
It's
not the sharpest in the samurai world.
Yeah. So after this long explanation of the princess, well, actually, let's explain more about the princess. So how does the princess actually make the samurai stronger?
The princess will make the samurai stronger pretty much by giving the samurai a sense of duty, a sense of responsibility, a sense of, I almost want to say self-worth, but
it's something to fight for.
Something to strive for.
Yeah. Princess makes you want to be stronger so you can protect them.
Yes. Alright, so pretty much we switch over to see this new princess that's introduced. So it's Princess Saw. She's talking to a samurai and she's telling him that a new samurai that she's just now sensing kind of reminds her of him. And that new samurai is, of course, Hachimaru. Hachimaru, she tells the man, was activated or became a samurai by a locker ball. And then he begins to ask her, well, whose locker ball was it that, he got this ability through? She tells him that it was actually a locker ball that one of his princesses in training lost. And he's all confused, like, lost? I didn't hear a report about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's because they didn't tell you as. So after that, it switches over to the end of what's chapter 6. And it begins to, tell us who Princess Anne is.
So in chapter 7, we get to learn a little bit more about this princess in training who lost her locker ball. We learn that she is kind of a stutterer and a klutz and one of the worst princesses in training that there is. And so this samurai Hagamichi, he is given an order to take this princess. Her name is Anne, the princess in training. So he's ordered to take Anne to try to find Hachimaru. And they want to pick up Hachimaru to not only get the princess and samurai together, but also to find a good trainer for Hachimaru. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we cut back over, and we get some scenes with the training still going on. And Hachimaru, we get some funny scenes. There's this one where the Hachimaru's samurai soul goes through his face. And he's screaming, I'm dying!
Yeah, so even with him not being able to master his bone to form into the weapon, or at least sharpen his sword, straighten his sword, whatever you want to say, he tries to move on to figure out how to control the armor. And
Right.
when he does that, that's actually when Hagamichi and Princess Anne shows up to where Hachimaru and Daruma, were standing around.
Yeah.
And once they land, they see the cat. So they're saying, "Is there a boy here?" And Daruma's like, well, who are you? And I don't know who says this. I swear, until this day, I don't know whose line this is. But they're like, voice recognition, Hagamichi of the Kongo Yasha style. Do you remember that?
I feel like that's Daruma's internal tech saying that stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Because he's identifying because Hagamichi says, I'm a member of the Yasha style. And so Daruma, being such a high member, has an ability where he can recognize this somehow.
Cool. Voice recognition.
Yeah. I mean, it's totally future, crazy technology.
I don't put anything past Daruma. This man is a walking projector. This man is Bill Gates. This man is Siri, all rolled into one. So, hey, I'm cool with it. So, once Hachimaru hears that there's other people out there, he comes out of the armor, and that's where Hachimaru and Princess Anne see each other for the first time.
And then we cut over to this final panel where we see that evil-looking samurai that Hachimaru's dad saw in a flashback for one panel.
That was him.
Yes.
I didn't even realize that.
Right. All right. And then we get right into chapter 8, which opens right back up with that samurai. So I'm pretty excited about this chapter because we get to see this guy, and I'm thinking he's going to be cool.
From the looks of it, this guy's key holder is a dragon.
Yes. He's cool. I mean, he's got a good design.
I like his design.
Yeah. So what happens? What happens at the beginning of the chapter? What are they talking about? Him and his princess? Is that his princess?
It kind of looks like an alien. I don't want to say it's a princess, but hey, fucking Daruma is a cat, so anything can be the form of any what. So
right. Well, it's
again,
some weird
I'm taking
looking,
it as it comes.
Weird looking lady that he's talking to, and he's creating this sort of projection form next to himself, and they're talking about he's located the 8th samurai, which it's got to be Hachimaru, right?
Yeah, it's in the name.
It's got to be. And he's telling her, like, let's not talk too long because I can only use this form for so long. It has a time limit. And then he shoots that form out into space, and we're guessing it's going after Hachimaru.
Yeah, that's setting up, I guess, in the next chapter, in chapter 9 maybe, a meeting between these two. But I think once Hachimaru gets stronger and gains some new abilities is where they'll finally meet and have like a true clash. So I'm looking forward to that.
You don't think he's going to be main villain for the whole series?
Or
is
I
he
think
just
he
the
can
first?
be a main villain, but even he should have somebody to answer to. I feel.
Well, if anything, I'm excited because we see him fly straight through a meteor. I guess it's not really him, it's this projection form.
Yeah.
But it goes straight through this giant meteor. That was a cool scene.
Yeah, so with it going through a meteor, and it's a projection that shows that it can cause physical. The last time I seen a projection not doing anything helpful was in Star Wars Episode 8.
Oh no, don't bring that up.
Right.
Okay, so after we get the cool scenes with the cool dude, what did he have a name?
Atta? Ada? I want to call him Ada, but Atta seems to be the right pronunciation.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask my Google Translate and see what it says.
Yeah, okay. Well, after we get the scenes with Ada, we cut over back to Hachimaru and the princess, of course.
Yes.
So what's going on with them?
At this point, Hachimaru is saying, "Alright, I got a princess. I'm ready. Let's get this power going. I already feel the power coming in me." Yeah. So he already thinks that just by having the Trinity materials available, that he's already about to be the strongest samurai around when he can't even get his sword straight. So
yeah, so he goes right up to this princess and he's like, "Hey, I'm Hachimaru. What's your name? Now we can be super powerful." And that girl just straight up rejects him, says, nothing, just turns away.
Yeah, she ain't want no part of that there, do we?
Oh, yeah. And then Hachimaru just turns to Daruma and he's like, what's going on?
This is the first girl he's met, by the way, so he has
Oh, right.
no sort of like other human interaction other than the samurai that tried to kill him, and his dad and his friend from, a couple chapters ago.
No females in his life.
At all.
So
wait, do you think Mrs. Wright was a female? Okay.
I think she was genderless.
No question.
Oh, yeah. So, Hachimaru's like complaining. He's like, I thought it was fate that we're supposed to be together. But Daruma's explaining to him that just because you're destined to be together doesn't mean she's going to like you. Doesn't mean that's going to be easy.
No.
Yeah. So, Hachimaru has to work to sort of make this girl like him.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is they head back into the hideout, which we've been waiting to see the inside of for several chapters now. We finally get inside there, and they sit down, and Hachimaru is just like, I want food, where's the food? I want to try all this different food. But we find out Daruma doesn't have any food in his hideout.
No.
He does have a couple ingredients, though, and the princess cooks up a delicious meal.
Or it doesn't seem or appear to be delicious from the looks of it, so...
She throws it down in front of him, and it looks nasty.
Yeah. All of them are hesitant to try it, but, Daruma, being the brave one of the bunch, says, I'm going to take one for the team. And it's actually good,
Yeah.
That's not something that she hears, because these are the first people, a.k.a. robots, that have tried her food, so it's good to hear
That's
that
kind of
somebody's
messed up, man.
a fan of her stuff.
Like she says she likes to cook, but nobody's ever eaten her food before.
Yeah, she's always hesitant to do anything for other people because she's always a mess up.
Yeah, she's bad at everything else. So, but she's good at cooking apparently.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, and Hachimaru is very complimentary, very into the food, saying how delicious it is, and I think it makes her blush a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to start that little connection because they're going to be needing that rather soon with Ata or Ada coming directly for them. So
yes, Hachimaru's going to need some power.
Yes.
So he's going to need that princess on his side.
Yes, knowing Daruma, he's going to fall asleep anyway. So
oh, he's going to be no help.
Yeah, at all. So
until the last minute when he's really needed.
Mm-hmm.
We also cut over to Hachimaru's father for a little bit during chapter 8.
Oh yeah, he was. That's back before they were. I guess he was hungry because he was thinking about, I wonder what Hachimaru is going to be eating.
He's like, I don't have to give him his drip anymore.
No. And I'm glad that you mentioned that because that's also saying that he hadn't realized that Hachimaru was gone for at least 4 chapters.
Right. He just now realizes it. He goes calling for Hachimaru, and there's no reply.
That man is outie.
And he looks a little mad. He's like, that cat didn't take my son.
Yeah.
Well, so he might go out looking for Hachimaru here. Another thing that we get in the chapter is more of people thinking that Daruma is just so amazing and awesome. Because Hagamichi is claiming he could train Hachimaru, he could be a real trainer for Hachimaru, and then Daruma just kind of opens up his head and pushes out this thing with a symbol on it, and the guy immediately drops to the floor. And he's like, I will commit suicide. I am so sorry for my behavior. You are a master. You are so great. So we've already known that Daruma's some amazing samurai, and we don't need this drilled into our heads anymore. But yeah, there it is.
Yeah, he's a amazing samurai and computer genius. It's something we will be continuously reminded.
Video game creator.
And my favorite reminder of his is the fact that he's the dog samurai who happens to meow.
Oh yeah, the dog samurai who became a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the final panel we already talked about. It's that Ada guy flying through space, coming towards what we think is Hachimaru. So I'm excited to see what happens there. I think Hachimaru and this princess are actually going to end up getting along pretty quickly and very well. I don't think there's going to be a lot of will they, won't they sort of stuff going on.
I don't feel this is the type of story that's going to give you or push things in that direction. I think they're going to, understand it, and they actually may be more than alike than they've already shown. Because Hachimaru, he was born strapped up to this machine, right? And so you have Princess Anne, who isn't easily accepted by her peers. So they are both kind of loners, and I see that having that same trait is just going to draw them closer to each other.
Yeah.
So, fate is what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. Right. All right. So, anything else you see for coming up, or big question? There's Hachimaru's dad. Is he gonna come looking for Hachimaru? Is he gonna get caught up in some sort of fight and maybe get killed?
I think he may be able to lead directly to Hachimaru and Daruma. He had that thing in the shed. So
the holder?
Yeah, the key holder in the shed. So maybe he has a way to find the key holder and track it down. So
that could be.
I'm thinking that's something that can happen in Chapter 9.
This guy's he's smart and he can create lots of technology. I mean, he did all that stuff for Hachimaru, keeping him alive.
Yeah.
So, anything else? What about that princess who oversees sort of everything? The one with the sight
lady. Yes.
Yeah, you think she'll come into play more?
She'll definitely come into play more. I do see her dying. If not by murder, just by old age and a new princess being pushed into that position.
I'm going to agree with you. Because our princess has to be able to move up in the world.
Exactly.
So she needs a position.
One thing that I don't know is that, because they also showed not only Princess Anne, Princess Saw, I feel like the other princess's name is Princess Nu. I'm going to have to go back and read that. It's the one who's in the Trinity with Hagamichi, that princess. So we don't know if it's in terms of who and how you become the princess of the planet. So it could become Princess Anne or the other princess. They haven't really said whether or not it's in order. So,
right. Something I just thought of is there's a point where they mention that there are evil samurai and princesses.
Yes.
They said they're not all pure, which I thought was interesting. But then we kind of know about that because we've seen that evil samurai who's coming after Hachimaru. So.
Yes, so there could be more of him like that out there, or worse. So, yeah. All right, and who knows? Maybe Hachimaru will come out with his own special finisher next week in Chapter 9. I don't know if that's too soon, but I know I'm ready for it.
Cube Hunter.
Who knows? Naruto had the fucking Shadow Clone Jutsu in Chapter 1. Hell, so let's get Hachimaru some badass shit too.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Alright, thank you for watching this video, guys. Hajime Academia out.
We're out.